Good morning, dear students. This is Vijay Lakshmi here, your business studies teacher. Today we will start next topic of unit directing, that is leadership. Leadership meaning you already know. It means influencing others in such a way to do what leader wants them to do. Means mainly there is influencing behavior. And a good leader transforms potential of any employee into reality. It is said that every employee does 60% of his potential, but if he is looked after by a good leader, remaining 40% is also utilized by him. Now mainly we will discuss here types of leadership. Mainly there are three types of leadership styles. First one is autocratic or leader centered or authoritative leadership. Under this is clear. You can see this diagram. Under this diagram, L means leader, subordinate 1, 2, third subordinate, fourth, fifth, sixth. All these are subordinates, and you can see the sign of these arrows means communication process is from leader towards subordinates. Subordinates, they are not communicating with the leader. So under this type of leadership, leader keeps all authorities with himself and employees have to work as per his orders. They cannot decide on their own. They will do whatever is they are asked by their leader. If any employee does any mistake, if any mistake is done by any employee, he or she can be punished also. The overall responsibility of success or failure of organization depends upon the leader. Now this type of leadership style is suitable when leader is most knowledgeable person, when there is little time for decision making, there is no time to ask from others, only implementation of decision is to be done, and subordinates are uneducated and inexperienced and even unskilled. Suppose workers, they do not think and they do not decide themselves. They do whatever they are told by their leaders. Main features of this type of leadership is centralized authority, means authority in one hand, means in the hands of leader only. Single man decisions, manager does not take help of any other employee. He takes all the decisions all by himself. And there is wrong belief regarding the employees. Managers think that employees, they do not work with love and affection. They require full control and strict atmosphere. Due to this belief, they adopt centralized leadership style and only downward communication. Only managers apply his thoughts. Suggestions of subordinates are meaningless here. So communication is only downward, right? मेन मेरिट्स आर क्विक डिसीजन मेकिंग, क्विक एंड क्लियर, किसी से पूछना नहीं है, कुछ नहीं, एकदम से डिसाइड करो, इम्प्लीमेंट कर देता है मैनेजर. सेटिस्फैक्ट्री वर्क है क्योंकि because there is strict observance of rules and regulations over here, and it is necessary for less educated employees. Demerits are there is lack of motivation, no one can give suggestions and ideas. Agitation by employees means opposition by the employees, they oppose sometime. And possibility of partiality also, managers, they become partial also time and again. To their favorite ones they give lesser work, to the other one they can give more work. Now second type of leadership style is totally opposite to it, laissez-faire or free rein or individual centered leadership style. In this diagram we can see leader here, leader is outside and all these subordinates, you can see arrow all together, this side, this and this side, so they all can communicate with each other. Under this type of leadership style, leader believes his subordinates are experienced, intelligent and they can decide themselves. He gives them authority to think, decide and implement whatever they want. If there is need of any help or resource, leader will assist, help them out. Otherwise no interference from leader's side, right? So in this type of leadership style, managers take less interest in managerial functions, right? They don't take much interest. Subordinates, after knowing about overall objective of organization, thinks and applies their decisions themselves. Managers, whenever required, advises the subordinates whenever there is requirement. Otherwise, he remains aside. This type of leadership style is suitable where followers are highly skilled, experienced and educated. Followers feel pride in doing work and capable of doing it successfully. They are quite experienced, intelligent, they have the quality of taking decisions. And when outside experts are being used, like consultants, specialists, they are given full authority to decide and implement themselves. And all followers are trustworthy. Now, main features are full faith in subordinates. The leader, he has full trust, full faith in his subordinates that they are capable of making decisions, they are active, they are responsible. Independent decision making, management related decisions are taken by subordinates instead of managers. And if need, they can consult managers. Decentralization of authority. Decentralization means to distribute authorities, all authorities and responsibilities among subordinates. Managers distribute their authorities among subordinates to enable them to take decisions and implement them. And last is self-directed support, supervisory and control. In normal situation, employees direct, supervise and control their activities themselves. Managers interfere only in adverse situation, right? Main advantages of development of self-confidence, high level motivation, helpful in development of organization and extension of organization. Demerits are difficulty in cooperation because सबके पास ही powers है, so they do not cooperate with each other. Lack of importance of managerial post because manager has distributed all his authorities among the subordinates. All powers are distributed and it is useful only for higher educated staff. Now, third type, most important and mostly prevalent and most suitable form of leadership, that is democratic leadership style or group centered leadership style. In this diagram we can see leader is in between, subordinates, both way communication. Leader भी सब subordinates से communicate कर रहा है, all subordinates are communicated with each other, communicating with each other, and subordinates can communicate with leader also. So this is most prevalent and most successful. Under this type of leadership, decisions are not taken by managers alone, but manager consults with his subordinates before taking any decision. It is based on effective centralization, means moderate centralization. Managers respects the suggestions made by subordinates and makes efforts to fulfill their necessities. It is suitable when group members are skilled and eager to share their knowledge. There is plenty of time for decision making when leader wants involvement of subordinates and when roles are clear. Main features are cooperative atmosphere होता है इसमें, everyone cooperates with each other because manager is also quite cooperative. Belief in employees. Managers believe that subordinates are hardworking and they take full interest in their work. Open communication है, two-way communication. Both the sides, from manager to subordinates, from subordinates to manager, from subordinates to subordinates. Main advantages are creation of more efficiency and productivity, high morale of employees, availability of sufficient time for more constructive work for managers. Main disadvantages are for applying such type of leadership, there is requirement of educated staff. डिले इन डिसीजंस क्योंकि सजेशंस आएंगी फिर उनको फाइनलाइज करेंगे देन इम्प्लीमेंटेशन एंड लैक ऑफ रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी इन मैनेजर्स वो रिलाई करने लग जाता है अपॉन हिज सबऑर्डिनेट्स सो ऑल दिस इज अबाउट टाइप्स ऑफ स्टाइल्स ऑफ लीडरशिप थैंक यू चिल्ड्रन आई होप इट इज़ क्लियर टू यू नाउ थैंक यू वेरी मच